Good morning, children's. Joe Pal Brame. It's somewhere around 8:30, no matter what the clock says on the video. On the 13th.
Throttle active.
See if I can get out here away from that truck. It's loud. Don't know that I can. I'm using Stevens. Way cool.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
No, it's not. Stevens way cool battery charger to charge my other battery. Taking off. Oops. Huh. Oh yeah, man. Let's kind of figure that out. Get that off the pavement. Uh-oh. Hey, it's inverted.
Throttle hold.
This is something it does when you plug it in wrong. Let's try this again.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Let's see if this will work. Yeah, I've been noticing this. It kind of locks the excuse me, the elevator in an unusual position. There we go. Let's try this again. Anywho, it's the 13th of October, no matter what Mr. Clock says. And I've already flown a flight. I forgot to bring my blather cam.
Trim center.
Excuse me. See, it doesn't start up until I start talking. Forgot to bring the blather cam chip. I had it in the newly acquired Mobius Mini that
4 minutes.
my pal Steven was kind enough to give me. It's branded under Spytech, but it's the Mini Mobius. It's a great little camera, and I've always wanted to try it, but I simply never had the occasion, and that was nice of him to gift me that. And he also gifted me a headplay goggle that I'll be using as a passenger goggle, predominantly on the 5.8 gigahertz systems. Just getting a little video up high as the fog clears in the valley below. Man, what a great last 4 days. You wouldn't think it would be exhaustive visiting with friends, but it is. It's wonderful. I started out with Stephen and his ridiculously lovely wife Cheryl
3
and their
minutes.
ridiculously cute puppy Madison. And we spent literally a full day together out hanging out, and man, it was so nice. On several levels. One, we don't spend time with people because we don't want to get ill. And two, these are just lovely people. And speaking of lovely, my longtime friends, Kim and Tim Smith, I've known Tim for, we were trying to do the math the other day, some 36, 37 years. Distances have put us apart through his business and mine, but just lovely folk that I just think the world of, and you know, just spending the short period of time, 6-8 hours with them is and trying to catch up. And of course, me, I suffer from a deplorable
2
excess of
minutes.
personality. I love to visit. Yeah, wear you out. What's neat is not that Sherba, my lovely wife, is persnickety, but she doesn't gel with folk right away. It's just not her nature. And I just heard the girls say this the other day. It's with Stephen's wife Cheryl. They said it's like they'd known each other their whole lives, which is really neat. And as well with Kim Smith. She's just a doll. and it annoys me that time and distance places us all so far apart. And I'm going to try to compensate for that as the years go on. Also, I got to visit with a longtime friend of ours, 30 years, Connie Jo
1 minute.
DeWicki. Her maiden name was Connie Twitchell. She come from Pottersville, Michigan, and she's a nurse, and regrettably she divorced her longtime husband, and that's what's interesting. All three sets of these personalities are fixing to go through, for better or worse, and really it's for the better, transitions in life. They're going to be either retiring or moving. And in this case, two sets of them are going to be retiring and moving. So there's that. Really, really nice time. So we stayed down or up closer to DC to visit our friends who were couples, and then
Throttle hold.
our local friend, she's about an hour away. And in fact, we're going to get to hang out with her again here in just a few days. You're going to hear my truck acting like a tuna boat. I'm just going to go ahead and hot swap batteries.
Telemetry lost.
It's fun talking with my pal Tony the other day. He'll probably not have the joy of hearing this, but I'm a cheap joker, and the plane that I'm flying right now in my hand is a knockoff version of a company called Twisted Hobbies. Finally got to fly one of their aircraft the other day at Stevens. Well, the quality is unbelievable, but we're not so certain that it's a quality that is worth about 3 times more. And I wouldn't mind having a slightly larger version of this aircraft that I'm flying here. Excuse me, it wouldn't be portable like this one. This one gets to live on underneath the front of the rig. Well, the colors are beautiful. I've been here like 6 days, and the colors have changed that much. It's amazing. But they sell a version whose name escapes me.
Telemetry recovered.
And but it's a bigger one.
Switch warning.
It's like a 39 inch, and
Throttle active.
taking off. That would be fun to have. Yeah, flying Stevens biggin with more mass makes me wish I had an aircraft like that. But it's $100 just for the excuse me, I'm so sorry, the airframe, and then you gotta, buy all the parts and pieces. And Twisted Hobby is obviously proud of their stuff, because they kind of are the only guys, with the exception of this company and a few others. There's some Hobby King or Banggood aircraft as well. Just getting some views of the area as the fog lifts.
4 minutes.
Yeah, I'm a cheap Scottish bastard, and it's almost embarrassing. But I'm the kind of guy that if I got everything I want, I would become bored. So I like to meter stuff out to myself, and the radio that I'm holding right now is getting long in the tooth, but there ain't nothing wrong with it. And the technology that I have purchases, for lack of better terms, future-proof. However, a company called Radio Master makes a really neat radio that not only flies this system, but about 200 others. And there is something to be said for not having to have more than one radio. And I only have a couple of things that I need more than one radio for. But it would be nice to not have to screw around with that stuff and just carry the one radio. Tremendous allergies. Although the rain should give us some relief. Wife is suffering them too pretty good. Yesterday she said she felt like she had gravel in her eyes. I'm going to charge up the A battery in my Mavic and give these fall colors another fly. I mean, it's just massive change since we got here. Massive. So in review, enjoyed thoroughly visiting with 3 sets of friends, and it's going to be neat to see Connie Joe one more time tomorrow. Tomorrow is last day. We leave Thursday heading toward Wyethville, KOA, and that's halfway between our next destination in Franklin, North Carolina, and we'll be there for 15 days. We have about 24 days left on the road, according to my wife. That's changed a bit because we were going to go visit some relates of hers in Georgia, but we've decided against that. I think we're both just ready to go home. It's time to go home. So we'll be home around the 4th of November rather than the 11th.
1 minute.
So there is that. And we're kind of jazzed about it. It's time to go home. We'll be home a couple of weeks tops, and then we'll be out camping again at our favorite Trimble Park in Orange County. We would have got the house all set back up nice and purty. And we will start working on the rig. I may or may not carry the rig out to where my longtime friend and attorney Greg Miles has a hunt camp over the 1st. We might just drive out and do a day trip over the 1st. But we plan on doing some pretty heavy work. And it's a bunch of small stuff, sort of, on the rig.
Throttle hold.
There we go. Hey, it was fun visiting, and Stephen, all the best to you and your wife if you're listening to this while you're rolling west, and hope you kill an elk. And of course, safe travels. See ya.